Welcome back to Bots of Lights and welcome to our Deckers playthrough. We're just moving into the silver intel phase. Let's have a look at our objective. It says have at least one green program or green installation on each odd numbered space. So green circle, green square token on each odd number space on X servers. X is 2. Doesn't matter which 2, but yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. Right, turn order. Intel phase done. Command phase. Resolve stir turn effects. Alpha Moby is going to add a spark to our space. Then we spawn new sparks. So let's have a look. Alpha Moby says during silver we're going to spawn one new spark. Let's roll our dice. We have a server die and a space die. Let's roll all these. We have, oh, nasty. If you see this avatar icon, that means it's where our avatar is. And it's space number 2. Got one spawning here. Okay, that's not too bad. Now I can modify this one straight away, which is really cool. But as always, let's have a little look at the market and see if there's anything here that I want. So Nidam ships, we've got 2 of them. Deception Spike is really cool. Let's start there. Let's get rid of this. So that creates a yellow and a purple, which pays the cost. We can grab Deception Spike. Just want to check if I want to copycat this before I play it. This is the thing with copycat. Once you've played this card, it's out of my hand, so I can't replicate it. But I do have GNI Reboot as well. Put any number cards from the upgrade area to the bottom of the upgrade deck. I might actually just reveal this first. I don't think I want any of these. I mean, Nidam ship is useful. But I'm not really going to pay for it right now. I've got really expensive cards. Right, these can go in any order. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hologate is nice. Emit EMP is good for infecting. Barrel Splash doesn't really help me right now, and Sonic Scatter is very good. Very good. Right. Let's play Deception Spike. Remove a spark from our space, black or white. If you do, place a yellow program there. So I'm playing this, getting rid of this, putting this here. Okay, beautiful. So what I could do, I could pay 2 and buy this. Let's do that. Advanced cards go back to the upgrade area. They don't get thrown out of the game. So we could buy this back with something like Sabotage. I was looking at the EMP for Sabotage. Okay, here's an idea. I can copycat this execute effect. So I can use the reveal effect of copycat to just do the neural splash. So place 2 sparks on my space. It's a bit dodgy, but I think it'll work. And then I can place 1 on up to 3 different open spaces anywhere on the network. So I've got 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. So I'll place 1 here. Place 1 here, 1 here. An open space is 1 around the edge. Okay. It has at least one side that has nothing adjacent to it. This is a closed space. These are all closed spaces in the middle. Okay, makes sense. They're surrounded by other spaces on all sides. All right. Then I can use Sonic Scatter. Relocate any number of green programs anywhere on the network to adjacent spaces. Let's play this. So I'll send that adjacent. And I can send that one adjacent. I don't want to take the opportunity to move any of these. So I could do something like this, this, and this. No, not that one, this one. Or I could just push this one over here. Okay. See, now I've got this card still. Then I could get DNI Reboot back using this card. It's got a cost of 1 purple, so I can pay this. Get this back. I've already used its reveal effect this turn, so even though it's gone back to the upgrade area and here again, I can't use it again. It's still only a once per turn. I can only reveal this card once per turn. But I could now use Neural Splash for its green command. Just do that. I could then use DNI Reboot for its two purple, make that yellow and anything I want. Yellow and anything. And do a modify. Now modify's changed in this version. If you're used to Deckers, just be aware of it. There is a commands and actions reference. So if you look at modify up here, it says if there's more yellow programs, I'm going to zoom in and do this, show you this. If there's more yellow than black or white, at least one of each, which there is, I've got 3 yellow, 2 black. Then use a yellow command, any color command to replace 1 yellow and a black with one of the paid color, so this color here. All right, so that's slightly different. So I'm going to pay purple, purple, yellow, and anything to replace 1 yellow and 1 black with anything else. Make sense? So I can put anything I want back here. And I might just put another yellow. Okay. I could take a chance here. I could either get rid of this now. Alpha's going to place 1 here. There'll be 2. Then I'll roll the dice. There's a chance it'll spark this partition again and put 3 here. And that would create a Guardian. A Guardian is one of these black ones. There's only 5 of these. And this is another rule change. I'm just going to show you this. Let's say Alpha sparks this and then sparks it again. That would place this. It would remove everything from this space, including this. If this gets sparked again, if a spark would be placed here, and this is something that's different in Deckers, what you do when you place a spark on a space with a Guardian, you place 1 in every adjacent space instead. There's a rule here that you have to be cautious of. If there's 2 Guardians next to each other, that will immediately end the game. Because this will place a spark here, which will place a spark here, which will place a spark here. This is infinite. And they would just, each time this happens, they're going to place an additional 1, which means you're going to get new Guardians in every space adjacent, and there just isn't enough Guardians. There's only 3 left. Okay, so that would immediately end the game. So 2 Guardians next to each other in Deckers is lethal. The other little element to consider when playing Deckers, and I really like this change, is that a guardian on a closed space like this is, if it gets sparked, is going to place on every adjacent of which there's 6. But a guardian, say down here, is less dangerous because it would only place 2 sparks. You see, there's only 2 spaces adjacent. So guardians on these closed spaces are dangerous. Guardians on these open spaces are less dangerous. So it kind of encourages you to create a more open network when you do setup, which I like. Anyway, there's my choice. Do I want to risk having a guardian bust all this? Or do I want to save my card and take a gamble? In this instance, I'm just going to use Copycat for its 3 purple, do another modify. So we'll replace these 2 with whatever we want, and I'm going to put another yellow back here. And this is why modify with 2 yellows is nice, or modify with yellow purple, or even 2 purples. Okay, there we go, that's it. Right, that's the command phase done. We're going to draw back up. Okay, I prefer doing it this way on Tabletop Simulator rather than, playing with an open hand. There you go. Restock. Okay. Right, start of turn effects. Alpha's going to place 1 here. Then we're going to roll for new sparks. Red 3. Okay, it's out the way, nowhere dangerous. Roll again. Right, so obviously I've gotten rid of Copycat. It's always nice to have Copycat in your hand, just to keep doing this great stuff. Alright, well this worked out. I'm going to pay 1 yellow and buy duality. Duality lets me flip a card in its space. It's quite a basic command, but it can be useful. So I can turn these into reds if I want to, or this into a blue. But I'm probably going to use it for its modify. I can't turn these 3 into an installation while there's a spark here. Just be aware of that. But I could do something about this. Let's do that. So let's play focus. Mission is accomplished, by the way, right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's all I needed, right? Yeah, on each odd space on 2 servers. So that's done. I paid 2 green. I'm going to shift this down here. No. Let's rethink. I'm going to shift this over here. I've got a 2nd green. I'm going to shift this. What do I want to push this to? Here? Yeah. Because I'm going to have control over green. What's next? Remove the Hackman. Yeah. Okay. I like having lots of green. All this green around, and this is why this is a good intro, is going to help me take care of Hackman much more straightforwardly. Okay, now I'm going to use yellow to install here. I've gotten rid of that spark. I can replace 3 with a yellow. Right, another rule change. There's a maximum of 1 installation per space. So actually, I can't do this because I've got a port here. So rewind. So I need to move away, which I can do. Let's play this decrypt. And yeah, here's an idea. Movement between these 2 spaces is free because they both contain blue. Then I'll move here. That's 1 of my movement. I'll take this with me. And movement back and forth here is going to be free, which means I can move, carry this, move, carry this, and I can just keep doing this. And I can move back here, swap these around. end my turn here. Then I can use yellow, install this here. I'm going to use this for 2 purple as 2 yellow. And I'm going to upload. So with an upload action, you can see here, it says if I'm on a space with a yellow installation, each yellow command creates a yellow program. So with 2 yellow, I can actually upload 2 yellows. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to save this card. Yep, this is what we're doing. We'll save this card. We'll draw these. Draw 5. And I should have an awesome last turn. Refresh this. Alpha Moby is going to do this. Then it's going to roll for a new one. White 6. So it's going to put 1 here. My server space 6. That's twice that's come up. Now I can modify this. Yeah, this is better. This is interesting. Is there anything you want to buy? We've got a nice card here. I would love this. And now we've got Microbonics, which is also good. This is a danger zone. I'd like to come over here. Maybe I deal with this. So with focus, I can shift twice. I can shift these 2 in here. I need to leave this here so it's fulfilling the goal. I can use Decoy Duck for 2 yellow to swap these for a yellow. Gets rid of that spark. It'd be nice to have a pathway, wouldn't it? Okay, I've got an idea. Let's get memory steal and data shift for 1, 2, 3 blue. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 blue. I'm actually going to pay data shift. Put this back in the market. We're going to buy Hologates. Now with Hologates execute effect, relocate my avatar plus any number of programs and sparks from my space to any other space on the network. Let's play this. Let's go here. I'm going to grab these 3 and these 2 and bring them with me. Replicant jar I'm going to use as 2 yellows. Well, it's got yellow, purple, purple. I need yellow and a purple. Right, another rule change. Yellow installations come with a bonus. You can see it right here. If there's a yellow on your server, then you don't need more yellow programs than black to do a modify. Same is enough. And because of this installation being here, I only need as many yellows as there are black, so I can modify this and I can remove this and place it with, because I use purple anything, I'm going to put a yellow back. Okay, so that's a modify. Then I can do it again. I can use these 2 purples as yellow and anything. I'll place these, oops, I'll place these 2. Might actually put a blue in here. Yeah, let's put a blue in here. Done. Nice. Okay, now I can get a green installation down here next turn if I wish. This looks better. I've got a lovely little pathway joining purple and green. I can always act like I'm here. Yeah. Okay, done. Right, end of turn effects, draw 5 cards if possible. I can't restock the upgrade area, don't need to. So we move into the SMC attack phase. There's no blacks on any spaces where we've got programs. If there were, they'd destroy them. Let's resolve our objective. Did we complete the goal? Have at least 1 green on each odd number space on 2 servers. There we go. We've got 1 green, 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 green. Done. Success. Flip this over. Okay. On a random server, so a random server, we just roll this die. Purple. Place 1 spark on each of its spaces that is clear of all sparks and green. So any space that has no spark, no green. Wow, that's good. So there's a spark here, spark here, spark here, spark here, green here, which placing 1 spark. That's it. That was a good success. If we'd failed, by the way, it would have done something nastier. Let's have a look. Place 2 sparks on each decker's entry space unless it contains green. So 2 sparks would have gone down here and that would have created a guardian. Then select a random server, which would have been purple. Place 1 on each space that does not contain a guardian. So it would have then placed 6 more sparks out. So that would have been nasty. So yeah, very nasty. Okay, movement arrows. Any sparks on yellow? No. Any sparks on blue? Yes. So the one on lowest space goes up, so 1 to 2. Red up, so the one on lowest space goes up, 3 to 4. And then on green, the one on the highest space down, so 6 is coming down to 5. Okay, so this one's attacking this green program. That's it, we've completed silver. Refresh phase. Now, do I want to refresh the market? So it's really whether I want Microbonics or do I want to see a whole bunch of new cards. Do you know what? I'm going to refresh because I'm going to let you guys see as many cards as I can from the upgrade deck just in this little demo. Okay, Ping Nexus is nice. We've got Psychic and Read Request Intercept. Read Request Intercept is good for a little bit of deck management. Ping Nexus is good when you're playing multiple players because you can add purple commands to another player's turn. Also, you can break down an installation. So you can kind of destroy an installation and grab contaminants of that colour if you wish. So if I decide I need some more yellows and I've got no way of creating them, I can ping it and split this into its constituent parts, three programs. So yeah, Ping Nexus is a nice way, a new way to break down installations. And then I've got duality again. All right, I think probably my market was better before, but there it is. All right, and that's silver done. So let's reshuffle my deck. We'll draw 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll be ready for gold. But so far we've been managing. Remember, Alpha MOBA is the easiest SMC. This is really the introductory one. It's only 1 star, and you should find this a little bit of a walk in the park. Perhaps not on your first game because you're getting to grips with all the tools of the trade and learning how to use your decker. We've not had to use Monty's special ability just yet, but maybe we will in gold, we'll see. But again, Alpha MOBA it just makes everything simple. There aren't that many sparks hitting the network. We haven't seen any Guardians form yet. There we go. All right, join me next time as we head into gold.